Welcome to Cambodia. Located in the heart of Southeast Asia, it is a land closely associated with the formation and flourishing development of the ancient Khmer civilization. From around the 9th to the 15th century, Cambodia entered the golden era of the Khmer Empire, leaving behind monumental structures such as Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom, world-renowned historical heritage sites. Cambodia is also famous for the Bon Om Tuk Water Festival held in November in Phnom Penh to celebrate the unique reversal of the Tonlé Sap River. The festival attracts millions of people who gather to watch traditional boat races, enjoy Khmer artistic performances, and take part in activities that recreate traditional ways of life. The journey to explore Cambodia begins at a temple that stands as a great symbol of the Khmer civilization. Angkor Wat. It is the largest religious temple complex in the world, built in the early 12th century under the reign of King Suryavarman II of the Khmer Empire. The structure was originally built to worship Vishnu in Hinduism before gradually becoming a Buddhist center, reflecting the religious transformation of the region over many centuries. Angkor Wat stands out with an architectural structure symbolizing the universe in Hindu belief, with 5 central towers representing Mount Meru, the home of the gods. It was built on a stable sand foundation, combined with a massive moat system to keep the groundwater level stable, helping the heavy stone structure avoid sinking over the centuries. The entire complex is surrounded by a vast moat, creating a balance between architecture and natural landscape. The tourism culture here is a blend of experiencing religious heritage and exploring Khmer identity. This is not merely a check-in destination, but a spiritual and historical journey that demands great respect. Because Angkor Wat is a sacred temple, visitors must wear pants or skirts below the knee and shirts with sleeves covering the shoulders. This is a mandatory rule. If you wear revealing clothes, you will be denied entry to the upper tower areas. Beyond the temples, you can visit art centers such as Themes House to see how Khmer artisans are reviving traditional handicraft techniques such as lacquer work and wood carving in modern times. Enjoying a mok, a curry-steamed fish dish in banana leaves, is also a way to experience the refined and rich flavor of Khmer cuisine. The most special experience at Angkor Wat usually takes place at sunrise, when sunlight gradually appears behind the stone towers and reflects on the pond in front, creating one of the most iconic scenes of Cambodia. Not far from Angkor Wat is a vast stone city that was once the heart of the Khmer Empire. Ang Ba reliefs surrounding the temple recreate the daily life of the ancient Khmer people, from battle scenes and trade to folk activities. This makes Angkor Thom not only a religious structure but also a historical document in stone about ancient Khmer society. Angkor Thom is the main stage for the country's major cultural events, especially Angkor Sankranta, the Khmer New Year festival. During this time, Angkor Thom turns into a giant, living museum. Instead of only observing the ruins, visitors and local people participate in folk games such as tug-of-war and traditional dancing right in the courtyards of the ancient city. Spaces such as the Terrace of the Elephants and the Terrace of the Leper King become cultural performance venues, recreating the royal life of ancient Khmer times. Leaving the majestic stone city, a temple in the ancient forest appears, where nature and architecture blend together in a very special way. Prohm. Built in the late 12th century under King Jayavarman VII in memory of his mother, it was originally a large Buddhist monastery of the Khmer Empire. Thanks to the decision of French archaeologists to preserve it in its original state, the temple has today become a special tourist site, creating an iconic image of the intersection between history and nature. According to inscriptions, Prohm was once a huge monastery with more than 12,000 inhabitants, including monks, officials, Apsara dancers, and thousands of villagers from the surrounding areas serving the temple. The temple's distinctive feature lies in the combination of ancient stone architecture and tropical forest nature. Giant old trees with enormous roots have gripped the walls and stone roofs for hundreds of years, creating a scene that is both mysterious and spectacular. It is precisely this wild, cinematic beauty that made Prohm the main setting for the famous film Tomb Raider, turning it into a must-visit destination for international tourists. The tourism culture at Prohm is one of reconciliation between people and time. At the entrances or nearby areas, you will encounter traditional music groups of the visually impaired or local artists performing. This is a deeply humane cultural aspect, where visitors can stop to listen to music, learn about Khmer music, and support the community by purchasing handicrafts. To feel the true spirit of Prohm, it is best to visit early in the morning around 7:30. After that, when large tour groups begin to arrive, the quiet atmosphere slowly disappears, and the experience of dialoguing with history becomes far less profound. And within the stillness of the tropical forest, can you sense the breath of a civilization that has been sleeping for centuries? From the ancient atmosphere of the Angkor temples, the journey now leads us to the vibrant capital of the country. Phnom Penh. It is the capital and largest city of Cambodia, located at the confluence of three major rivers, the Mekong, Tonlé Sap, and Basak. The city is considered the most important political, economic, and cultural center of the country. Phnom Penh began to develop in the 15th century, according to legend associated with the event in which Lady Don Pen found 4 Buddha statues in the river and built a temple on a small hill. The name Phnom Penh means Penn's Hill. Through many changes, by the French colonial period, the city was replanned with broad boulevards and architectural works bearing French influence combined with traditional Khmer elements. Phnom Penh is famous for the harmonious combination of traditional Khmer architecture and French colonial architecture. The city possesses many distinctive cultural and historical works, such as the Royal Palace of Cambodia, a magnificent palace complex located along the Tonlé Sap River, built in 1866 and still serving as the official residence of the Cambodian royal family. The structure stands out with golden roofs and pointed towers in traditional Khmer architectural style. Visitors come to Phnom Penh by plane through Phnom Penh International Airport or by bus, taxi, and boat from other cities in Cambodia and neighboring countries. Within the city, the most common means of transport are tuk-tuks, taxis, and motorcycles. Phnom Penh offers a unique kind of tourism-reflective travel about a tragic past. At Tuol Sleng Museum or the Killing Fields, the tourism culture here is one of silence. Visitors come here to understand the resilience and tolerance of the Cambodian people toward the pain of the past. In addition, the food culture along the riverside is also very rich. Dishes such as nam ban chak, Khmer noodles, or grilled foods sold right on the sidewalks are the fastest way for visitors to touch the most ordinary flavors of the capital. The landscape gradually shifts toward a vast water ecosystem closely tied to the lives of Cambodian people. Tonlé Sap Lake. It is the largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia and plays an important role in the ecosystem of the entire Mekong region. The lake lies in central Cambodia and has a unique hydrological phenomenon during the rainy season. Water from the Mekong River flows back into the lake, causing the area of Tonlé Sap to expand 5 times. Formed from geological subsidence about 5 to 6 million years ago, Tonlé Sap Lake not only plays the role of the heart regulating the flow of the Mekong system, but also preserves long-standing historical values associated with the prosperity of Khmer civilization. Through millions of years of formation, this place has become a UNESCO-recognized biosphere reserve, possessing a diverse ecosystem with hundreds of fish species and a unique flooded habitat. In particular, it is also the world's largest source of freshwater fish, playing a vital role in maintaining food security for millions of Cambodians. One of the most remarkable experiences at Tonlé Sap is visiting floating villages such as Chong Kanis or Kampong Phluk. where people live entirely on the water. Houses, schools, markets, and even fuel stations are built on floating rafts or wooden stilts, reflecting a lifestyle that has long adapted to the natural environment. Visitors will experience the daily life of Vietnamese and Khmer communities living on the lake. You will see how they travel by small boats, catch fish, and maintain community life right on the water surface. To ensure balance between tourism development and local life, technological solutions have been strongly implemented. A notable example is the use of satellite data to update water levels in the Mekong River and Tonlé Sap Lake, creating the basis for safe trips and helping visitors fully enjoy the beauty of this inland sea. If Tonlé Sap is the heart of the inland ecosystem, then the next destination represents the island beauty of Cambodia. Koh Rong. It is the second largest island of Cambodia, located off the coast of the Gulf of Thailand in Pria Sihanouk province. Its geographically isolated position helps this island maintain its quietness and fresh atmosphere, completely separated from the noise of the mainland. Koh Rong and the nearby islands are remnants left after changes in sea level tens of thousands of years ago, creating tropical island terrain with characteristic rocky layers and tropical rainforest. In modern history, the island was once a wild land and has only been discovered and placed on the international tourism map within the past 2 decades. The island is covered by tropical forest and rich marine ecosystems, creating favorable conditions for activities such as diving, kayaking, and trekking through the jungle. A special experience on Koh Rong takes place at night, when visitors can observe bioluminescent plankton in the seawater. Although it is a pristine island, technology has begun to appear to support sustainable development. Many accommodations on the island have adopted solar energy to ensure electricity while limiting waste discharge into the environment. Local people on the island mainly rely on fishing and small-scale tourism services. They maintain a very warm and simple attitude, creating a friendly tourism environment that is not overly commercialized. After relaxing on the tropical island, the journey returns to the mainland to explore the sacred mountain of the Khmer people. Phnom Kulen. Located about 50 kilometers northeast of the Angkor complex, Phnom Kulen is considered one of the most sacred mountains in Cambodia and the cradle of the Khmer Empire. The Phnom Kulen area today belongs to Phnom Kulen National Park, famous for its lush tropical forest ecosystem, multi-tiered waterfalls, and ancient stone streams. Kulen Waterfall is the most popular stop, where visitors can bathe under cool water in a fresh, natural environment, an experience that is both relaxing and spiritual for Khmer people. Another special feature of the area is the River of 1,000 Lingas, where hundreds of symbols of Shiva's linga are carved directly into the stones under the stream. The water flowing over these symbols is considered sacred in ancient Hindu belief. Unlike visiting temple ruins, the experience at Phnom Kulen has the nature of a pilgrimage picnic. Visitors often combine visits to ancient shrines with waterfall bathing and walking through the forest. The ritual of bathing under Kulen Waterfall is not merely for fun, but also carries spiritual meaning, a way of washing away worldly dust and praying for health. This is a very characteristic, dynamic cultural experience here. After the sacred mountain forest space, the journey continues to the Mekong region, where nature and wildlife create a completely different experience. Kratie. Located on the Eastern Economic and Tourism Corridor, Kratie is not only a technical stop, but also the best nature observation station in the whole country. Its riverside location allows visitors easy access to dolphin watching tours, kayaking through flooded forests, and cycling across peaceful village islands. Kratie is an ancient town on the Mekong River, formed and developed during the French colonial period, possessing architectural works more than 100 years old and a special hydrological ecosystem. Home to the last rare Irrawaddy dolphin population in Cambodia, with only about 90 individuals remaining, creating an extremely valuable heritage and ecological tourism destination. In the Mekong River passing through Kratie, there are many small islands, the most famous being Koh Rong, located directly opposite the town. The culture here is purely agricultural. People grow pomlos, the most famous in Cambodia, raise silkworms, anemone fish. Visitors often rent bicycles to circle the island, experience the warmth of village life, and stay overnight in traditional wooden homestays. In Kratie, technology is not used to build modern structures, but to protect life. Conservationists use hydrological monitoring technology and sensor cameras to monitor the number of Irrawaddy dolphins and river water levels. This data helps coordinate boat tours so that they do not create noise or negatively affect the habitat of this rare species. Kratie is not only a place to admire the rare beauty of Irrawaddy dolphins in the Mekong, but also the destination that closes the journey of exploring Cambodia with a sense of peace, where nature, people, and history blend into the slow rhythm of river life. The journey of exploring Cambodia through ancient temples, historic cities, vast lakes, and magnificent primeval forests has revealed the diverse beauty of the land of temples. More than just impressive landscapes, each place also preserves stories of Khmer history, culture, and life through many centuries. Hopefully, this journey has given you a clearer view of a Cambodia that is both ancient and full of vitality. Thank you for taking the time to watch and accompany this journey of discovery. If you find the content useful, do not forget to like, share, and follow so you do not miss the next exciting journeys of exploration. See you again at new destinations around the world.